Right, let's do a little quick update in the polytunnel. As you all know, I do propagate and sell plants. I've shifted a lot of them. So we've done some propagations of the Persicaria. It must have been three weeks ago, something like that. They all rooted, they were just in water, they rooted nicely, so I potted them up. So I've put three cuttings per pot, and they're already starting to grow away quite nicely. So easy propagations, real cheap, easy, quick way to bulk your plants up if you want a particular plant, sort of multiple places in your border to tie it all in. Ideal plant to do that. Interestingly, I've got a burgundy pineapple lily, eukomas, and it flowered last year, and so I collected the seeds and I've literally just potted these up. So these are all burgundy eukomas grown from seed. It's going to be a year or two before they sort of bulk up, and probably 3 or 4 years maybe before they flower. Obviously they're looking green at the minute, but I'm sure they will get that nice deep burgundy foliage at some point. Yeah, so another freebie, if you like, just to, you know, if you've got a plant you like in the garden, propagate it, collect seeds. Really easy to do. Obviously probably the easiest plant for me is the cannas, because they literally every year they double, the clump size doubles. So every year I end up chopping it in half, pot some up, flog them, give them away, whatever, leave the other half in the ground. And also it's a good insurance policy. So we did get a really bad winter. We did have a bad winter, but not bad enough to kill any cannas in the ground. They're all coming up, but this is a good insurance policy for that situation as well. But again, a good way to bulk up any sort of particular plant you like and you want to multiply. Then really easy cannas, you can just literally stick a spade through it and pot it up and away you go. No great secret to that. That's really easy going. Some of the stuff has been this is more my sort of personal collection this side. So this is a lot of the alocasias which sort of suffered over the winter in the cold summer house. But hopefully with the heat in here they'll start coming to growth. We have got some that totally defoliated, but already we're getting some nice green shoots on some of them. Yeah, a lot of the collocations, no problem. They come up. I'm not surprised about that. I've even got some collocasia escalente coming up in the garden. So even with the winter we had, still coming back. So I always say, everyone go on about pink china being so hardy, and they are, but don't discount the standard escalente. I mean, this is pretty much every ornamental species of collocasia has been at some point evolved from the original plant. So that is for me quite hardy, and like I say, it's come back every year for me. I've been growing them in the garden for 3 or 4 winters now, and they've always come back. And if they come back after the winter we just had, not going to be an issue. Right, so I did buy in some plug plants of some more of the unusual collocaceas. So we've got the marigold there, which is the like gold leaf one, and even at this small size, I mean, since I've had them they've pumped out a leaf or two, but even at this small size we can see this one has already got a little pup coming off it. So they're obviously happy, they're doing well. We've got the white lava, which is obviously got the white veining in the leaves. When they get bigger, at the minute they're still quite small, but yeah, so that's going to be a nice addition. I actually had loads of the tetrapanics pups that I dug up last year, so I've shifted a lot of them on, but I kept a couple back just for the fact that my main plants are not really showing any signs of growth yet. We've got a few pups around them, but not, you know, I've got a sort of a 3 footer, a 4 footer and a 6 footer, and they're just bare trunks. They're not showing any signs of growth yet. So again, still fairly early, not going to give up on them, but I've got backups for that. So I mean, that is pretty much it. I mean, I'm obviously not going to go through every single plant we've got in here. I've got a lot of the smaller collocations in here, and I do believe that most of them do enjoy just having wet feet when the temperature's warm enough, and it's definitely warm enough in here. Yeah, it cools down at night, but during the day we're stupidly hot even with the door open. But yeah, everything sort of seems to be growing away quite nicely in there. I've got a lot of sort of houseplant propagations at the lower level, so they're probably looking a bit rough, but when they come into growth properly, I'll pot them up. They're only in little sort of cells at the minute. But yeah, any sort of plants, I mean, stuff I've had indoors over winter that didn't do well because it was quite a dark winter. We didn't have much light. I'll use this as an example. This is a kiwi cordyline fruiticosa, and that didn't do well at all, but it's got a couple of pups on the side here, and that hopefully in these conditions that'll start coming back into good health. And ignore that, this is a very sickly looking Licuala grandis, slowly declined over winter. There is still a bit of green in it, so I'm hoping in this sort of damp, humid, warm environment that'll come back into growth. Let's leave it here on the tree tomato. So that's Solanum something or other. I forget the actual name, but yeah, we got -2 in here over winter, so it did get cold. And by all accounts, we can see the stem is browned right off. I mean, it's green at the bottom, but what I found with my one in the ground last year, when it died right back, that does send out from the roots, it'll send out new growth. So hopefully I can get that going to a decent size to put that out in the garden come summer. Right, so that's just a sort of update what's going on in the polytunnel. Like I say, it's been a slow start to the season. Even in here with you know, when the sun is out, it does heat up nicely, but you need that sun, and we've had a couple of weeks of pretty much overcast, just a couple of bits of sun here and there, so things have been slow, but I think the next week or two is looking pretty good. Ideal really, sort of sun stroke cloud, temperatures nice and mild, so in here it's gonna be tropical. Right, so let's leave it there, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.